Okay, so this is going to be my thoughts and opinions on Kirby and the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Starcrossed World. Now, what you're seeing in the background is going to be an assortment of different gameplay that I actually was streaming. So that's gameplay from that. That's what you're going to be seeing. Now, I'm going to start off by saying this game is around, with tax, it's closer to like $90 with tax, because this particular version of the game, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, it is only, well, rather, it's the only version that had the Starcrossed World DLC. Okay, I actually want to make clear that Starcrossed World is a DLC for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Now, the reason I'm saying it like that is because of the fact that I did not know it was DLC. I immediately thought it was two different games. Because let me show you guys the actual image, the promotional image, okay? And you'll see what I mean. It should be on screen right now. The promotional image in which the game, okay, is presented. Now, I'm not crazy, am I? You see Kirby and the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Then you see plus Starcrossed World. And the games, they kind of look like night and day, side by side, so to speak. One is like an icy winter type land with the meteors, ice meteors falling from the sky type thing. And then the other is like a post-apocalyptic type world that it's spring all the time type vibe. So I originally thought they were two different games. Okay, I thought it was going to be one of those game packs, as it were, and it's like, oh, you're spending a little bit extra because you're getting a whole other game. No, you're spending a little bit extra because of the DLC. That being said, that means that the DLC is like roughly around $10 to $15. So, I get that normal price for the DLC. And I guess we can get back to the main game. But with that said, this DLC, StarCraft World, is part of the quote unquote main game. Okay? I'm telling you guys that because what the game does is some levels actually will, once you complete like the big boss for that area and unlock that area, take it outside of his control or whatever, some of the levels will automatically spawn like a Starcrust version. So it's basically that level with ice all over the place and slightly new ways to go about stuff, new things to unlock. The enemies also get ice on them and become ice variants of themselves. So that's basically that. Now, with that said, I don't know. Ice variants don't seem to give you any additional powers. Oh, can I just say, speaking of powers, the way you upgrade powers in this game, I like it quite a bit. There are these levels that you can do. There are basically timed levels and stuff. And if you complete it, you get this color star, rainbow star, multicolored star, premium crimson star. I don't know what they call it. I forget. But you get that, which early on in the game, you'd think, oh, you just get a crimson star. I get that just to prove, hey, I did it. Well, that's not the case. I mean, yeah, you can be like, hey, I did it, but you use those stars to upgrade your weapons or rather your abilities. Basically, what abilities you have depends on most enemies that you eat. Some enemies, however, if you eat, you will only hold them in your mouth until you press the button again and then just spit them out on another enemy and whatnot. But most enemies in the game, you will in fact be able to take their ability. Basically, you suck them up, and I get to your inside absorbs them. I'm not a Kirbyologist, so I don't know the science behind all that. But basically, you gain their ability, and once you unlock an ability, you basically get to keep it. Not keep it in the sense that you can use it anytime. There's only two times where you get to use it again. Either A, you're going to absorb that same enemy again, or B, you can actually get it from the certain, let's call it base of operation, where your house is and all that stuff. Well, you go to the big town hall thing to upgrade your abilities, which just means whenever you absorb the abilities, you get a stronger version of that. So basically, you'll be playing on evolved Mega Evolution style, and they'll be playing on normal base thing. So your version will always be stronger type thing. But that's not all. If you go to him, you can also, any ability you have unlocked, you can actually go to him and say you want that ability, and then you'll be able to start the next level with that ability. It's pretty cool. Now, if you do end up sucking up another enemy that gives you another ability, you will lose that first ability, but they did make it so you can't like accidentally suck another enemy and lose the first ability, because you actually have to say you want to discard the ability, and what it would do is it would desync with you and go in a bubble that will land on the floor, and that bubble stays for roughly 15-20 seconds. So you can decide if the new ability is to you, or if you just want to suck up the old ability again, and no harm, no foul. Again, there is a third exception that I didn't mention before, and that is boss battles, okay? How you know you're facing a big boss is usually it will be like, hey, do you want to use this ability, or this ability? It will give you different bubbles with different abilities in them. That's how you know you're going to be facing a boss. It's like, which one would you rather use type thing. So, yeah, and basically during each level, your goal is to rescue your quote-unquote friends and whatnot, and find hidden stuff throughout the level. All that jazz. It is a fun game, and it does look stunning on the Nintendo Switch too. Okay, I could be biased though. I'm not entirely sure. I've been wanting to play this game for a while, ever since I played the beta already the demo on the Nintendo Switch 1 when the original Kirby and the Forgotten Land was first announced. I played the demo. The demo gave you like a weapon unlocked and something already. So then you could evolve a weapon, but not in the sense you can now. So I did have to tell you, the demo did real good on not spoiling details for you. Now, I don't want to spoil any of the story. Speaking of spoiler, that's why I'm tiptoeing around the actual plot. But I can tell you that the Forgotten Land is the area that you end up being in, and Starcraft World is basically a thing happens, and basically ice meteors fall from the sky, so to speak, and they change some of the levels into ice versions, ice crystal version. Now, that being said, the ice crystal version will appear right next to the level. So you can still go back to the level at any time, the main level, if you want to be like a fully 100% complete Guy Catch-em-all type mentality. You can do that. So, yeah, I just thought I'd mention that there. So, yeah, I think it's a good game overall. Is it worth around $90? I I don't know. That's really a steep price. I actually couldn't even believe that I just couldn't believe it. I can't even fully say it. That's why I still can't believe it. It's crazy. It is crazy. I'll be honest, I feel a little bit better knowing that StarCraft World is DLC. So in my mind, I basically just paid $60 for the game and $30 and $25 to $30 for the DLC. So I don't know. That I guess that makes me feel a little bit better, honestly. But with that said, I don't know. I am not on that scale of knowing if the enjoyment factor will be enjoyable enough for you. Okay. I can't say that I enjoyed it personally. I did a stream it was about a 4-hour stream. So playing 4 hours non-stop. I got pretty far, but it looked like there was still quite a bit to do. There was a surprising amount of difficulty, I guess you could say. But I was playing on the wild mode. They basically have two game modes, a wild mode and a simplistic mode or something. Basically, it's easy mode and normal mode. Okay, I played on normal mode, but they do let you play on easy mode if you want. Basically, easy mode, the health bars, your health bar will be more, and I think the enemies are a little bit weaker. Not entirely sure on that. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Starcraft World. If you think about it for what it is, Kirby the game and the DLC that cost $25 to $30 on the Nintendo Switch 2. You could make an argument that it sounds a little bit better on paper, since we're used to paying $60 for a game anyway, $70 these days. So if you do look at it that way, then yeah. But I do understand it is still a lot of money. So yeah, I'd actually like to know your guys' thoughts. Comment section below. You guys saw the gameplay all the time while I was just talking and giving my opinions. So definitely let me know if you think it's something you'd be into playing. Did you play it but didn't like it? Did you play the Nintendo Switch 1 version and you plan on playing the Nintendo Switch 2 version? Or you're like, StarCraft World, I guess seems kind of fun, but it's not worth buying a Nintendo Switch 2 for. Let me know all of your thoughts, comment section below. And also let me know if you too thought StarCraft World was going to be like a completely different game for like a bundle effort. Because that's really what I thought. I wasn't doing like a bit at the beginning or something. That's really exactly what I thought. But I think I am going to end it off here. Let me know your thoughts, comment section below. And if you want to see more reviews on more stuff like this, definitely let me know. I know I don't do a lot of reviews. I'm mostly known for let's plays and walkthroughs, but hey, if that's what you guys want, I wouldn't mind potentially doing more. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.